So here's the thing about this week. Mercury, your ruling planet, stations retrograde right as we begin, and it is happening in the part of your chart that rules your daily life, your routines, the way you show up. That mental spreadsheet you carry around, the one tracking everything that still needs addressing, it is about to get scrambled. And honestly, that might be exactly what you need. Venus slides into Virgo this week, and suddenly you become magnetic in a way that feels almost unfamiliar. But here is the catch. You might be tempted to show love the way you always do, by fixing things, organizing their life, removing obstacles before they even notice. This week, try something different. Just be there. Let them see you without the to-do list in your hand. The full moon lands on Monday the 30th, and it is going to stir up that restless energy you know too well. Your mind will want to run laps at 2 a.m., replaying conversations, cataloging everything that still needs doing. Your body needs to move before your thoughts take over. Go for a walk Monday evening, even just around the block. Let your legs carry what your brain cannot hold. Mercury retrograde starting Monday means your work communication is going to get weird. Emails will land wrong, messages will get misread, and that thing you thought was perfectly clear will somehow confuse everyone. This is not the week to send the important email without reading it 3 times. Slow down, double-check the attachment, and assume nothing got through until someone confirms it. Mars is forming a supportive angle to your sign all week, which means your steady effort actually pays off right now. But this is grinding energy, not gambling energy. Keep doing the reliable thing with your money. This is not the week for the big splurge or the risky investment. Pay the boring bills, put a little aside, and let the flashy decisions wait until Mercury clears. The headline for your week is Mercury stationing retrograde on Monday. Your ruling planet going backward is going to make everything feel like it is moving through honey. Old conversations will resurface, past decisions will need revisiting, and the thing you thought was handled will tap you on the shoulder. Do not panic. This is a chance to go back to something you rushed through the first time and do it properly. Okay, let us move into your pick-a-pile reading. Take a breath here. This week is asking you to stop running that endless mental checklist and actually choose where your energy goes. So the question we are reading for is this: where should you stop fixing and start choosing this week? You have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is the brass key, that old heavy key that unlocks something you have been keeping shut. Pile 2 is the river stone, smooth and steady, shaped by water over time. And pile 3 is the dried rose, something that was once soft and is now preserved, still beautiful, but changed. Do not overthink this. You know how you are. Just notice which one pulled at you first before your brain started making a case for a different choice. That is your pile. Stay with it. If you chose the brass key, your first card is the 8 of Wands reversed. Normally, this card is about things flying forward fast, messages landing, momentum building. But flipped over like this, everything has hit a wall. You have been waiting for something to move, a response, a decision, some kind of green light, and it just is not coming this week. The thing is, the delay is not punishment. It is protection. Something needs to slow down so you can see it more clearly before you commit. Your second card is the Chariot upright, and this is interesting because it is all about forward motion and willpower. So you've got this stalled energy in the first card, but the Chariot says you are not stuck. You are just being asked to steer differently. You can still move this week, but not by pushing harder on the thing that will not budge. Pick a different direction. Use that drive on something you actually have control over right now. The key unlocks a door, but maybe not the door you were staring at. Your third card is the 10 of Cups reversed. This card upright is the happy family portrait, the dream everyone is supposed to want. Reversed, it is asking you to look at the picture you have been chasing and ask if it is actually yours. You might be working so hard to build something that looked right in your head, but the real version keeps falling short. This week, adjust the picture. Let the vision change shape based on what is actually possible and what you actually want, not what you thought you were supposed to want. So here is your week, brass key. The thing you have been pushing toward is stalled, but your power is not gone. It is just being redirected. Stop throwing yourself at the locked door and look around for the one that is already open. And while you are at it, ask yourself if the dream you are chasing still fits who you are becoming. You have permission to want something different now. If you chose the River Stone, your first card is the Ace of Pentacles upright. This is a gift. Something tangible is being offered to you this week. Maybe an opportunity, maybe a small financial opening, maybe just a moment where you can plant a seed for something real and lasting. The ace is always a beginning, and this one is grounded, practical, the kind of start you can actually build on. Your job is just to notice it when it shows up and say yes. Your second card is the Two of Pentacles reversed. Upright, this card is the juggler keeping all the balls in the air. Reversed, the balls are dropping. You have too many things spinning right now, and you are exhausted trying to keep them all going. The problem is not that you are bad at juggling. The problem is that some of these things should not be in the air at all. This week, put something down. Not forever, just for now. You cannot catch the new opportunity from the ace if both hands are full. Your third card is the Hanged Man upright. This is the pause card, the willing suspension, the choice to stop moving so you can finally see clearly. Everything in you probably wants to keep going, keep fixing, keep managing, but the Hanged Man says the answer comes when you stop. This week, there is something you need to understand that you can only see from stillness. Let yourself hang here for a minute. The ground will still be there when you are ready. Riverstone, your week is about receiving something new, but only if you create the space for it. You have been carrying too much, spinning too many plates, and your hands are too full to accept what is being offered. Put something down this week. Then get still. The opportunity will find you, but you have to be quiet enough to hear it knock. If you chose the dried rose, your first card is the Four of Pentacles reversed. Upright, this card is about holding tight, clutching your resources, your security, your sense of control. Reversed, the grip is loosening. Something you have been clinging to is starting to slip, and part of you is panicking. But here is what I want you to see. You were holding on so tight that your hands were cramping. This release, even though it is scary, is actually freeing you. Your second card is the Devil upright, and before you get nervous, this card is not about evil. It is about the chains we put on ourselves, the patterns we keep repeating even when we know they hurt us. There is something you keep going back to, a situation, a dynamic, maybe even a way of thinking about yourself that has a hold on you. This week, the devil is asking you to look directly at it, not to fix it yet, just to see it clearly. Name the thing that keeps pulling you back. Your third card is the Eight of Cups reversed. Upright, this card is about walking away, leaving something behind to find something better. Reversed, it is about staying. Maybe you tried to leave and could not. Maybe you keep talking yourself out of going. Maybe there is unfinished business that keeps dragging you back. This week, the card is asking you to figure out why you are still here. Is it because you genuinely want to stay and work through it, or is it because leaving feels too hard? Be honest with yourself. Dried rose, your week is about looking at the pattern you have been caught in. Something is loosening its grip on you, and that is good, but you have to decide what you want to do with the freedom. The chains the devil shows are not locked from the outside. You can take them off whenever you choose. This week, stop asking whether you should stay or go, and start asking what you actually want. Then let that answer guide you. Okay, Virgo, that is your week. Mercury retrograde is asking you to slow down. Venus in your sign is asking you to soften, and the cards are asking you to stop managing everything and actually make a choice about where your energy goes. You do not have to fix it all this week. You just have to pick what matters most and show up for that. Thank you for being here. I will see you next week.